on, everybody? My name is Jess. You may already know me. I got a bag and I fixed my teeth. Y'all know it ain't cheap. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? I had to go to my dentist a lot sooner than my actual appointment because my expanders are actually bleeding from the inside. So I wanted her to take a look at it and making sure that I didn't do anything wrong. So she was kind enough. I messaged her 2 days ago. I sent her videos, pictures of my concerns, and she was able to fit me in today. So I went in and we spent about 10-15 minutes. She actually adjusted my expander because today's Friday. She did it again for me. So that was really cool, and she made me feel comfortable and reassuring that there's nothing wrong with the process that's happening. I'm going to insert a video right now of what is going on up in there. So as you can see in the video right now, it's bleeding from the inside of the cemented area of the expander. I was really worried that I cracked a teeth. I was just really having anxiety and thinking about what is going on up in there. Did I do something wrong? Is this normal? And I was also checking Google to see if anybody has gone through this, and nobody has. So if your expander is bleeding, make sure you let your dentist know right away so she can take a look at it and assess. But since I'm only having it for 5 months, she said it's perfectly normal because the way that my teeth were on the top, it needed a lot of expanding, so it's just getting a little bit irritated from the 2 times that I expanded it. But overall, it's safe for the teeth. It's okay. It's not like it's food stuck in there, so it's not going to cause any decaying or any cavities. So basically, I'm going to come back on the 22nd to change my rubbers, and after that she's gonna take a look at it and try to flush it out with some water. But my water floss at home has been working really well for it, so I've been just cleaning it that way. So really invest in a water flosser. I can't even stress enough how important it is to spend that extra 20 minutes cleaning out everything, just so that bacteria and food doesn't get stuck in your expanders or your brackets. Where you going? It's time. It's time.
Okay, after.
Okay, go. So right after you crank it, there's just a lot of pressure up here. I can feel it separating. So I do recommend you take Advil maybe 15 minutes before or half an hour before, and make sure that you do all your eating, everything like that, brushing your teeth, your nightly routine before you do crank it. It could get a little tense, so doing that after you widen it is going to irritate your gums and make the process a lot harder. So once you get all of that out of the way, then you're good. So there's just a few questions I wanted to go over for you guys. During my last video, I had a few comments on talking about my expanders and how is my experience with it. So I just want to segregate a video just for it. So I pulled together some questions that you guys had. First question, how do you like it so far? I don't think at the end of the day, like, anybody's gonna like having expanders on all the time. It's just you get used to it after a week, and really high maintenance when it comes to expanders, so everything gets stuck in the middle bracket on the top. So when you're eating, be mindful of chewing your food, especially if it's like ground beef, pasta, everything gets stuck up there. What happens is that, especially with pasta, it wraps around the metal brace on the top, and if you're trying to take it out, I don't know how to explain it, so I'm gonna try my best. When pasta gets stuck up there, or anything gets stuck up there, try to blow it out first. So instead of blowing in, like sucking in and trying to get the thing that is stuck up there. So from my experience, I tried to get the food that's stuck up there by sucking in instead of blowing out, and it actually hit my windpipe, so it went inside my throat, and then I started choking. I know I shouldn't laugh, but it wasn't lodged or anything, but you just start coughing like crazy. So it's not really a great experience. So try to go to the washroom and kind of like blow it out, so that if you're blowing out and you're not in the washroom, it doesn't hit anybody, or it's just not gonna go anywhere, so you have more control. Another thing, if I like it so far, obviously we've answered that. No, I don't like it so far. I just really hoping for the end results, and I'm counting down the months. It's almost my first month, and I'm going into my second month in November, so that is just what's keeping me going. I'm gonna get it removed hopefully by February, and getting my top brackets in, just so that I don't have to remove any teeth. Next question is, will the expanders cause gaps? In my case, I'm feeling that there is already spaces that's being created while I'm expanding it. So it will cause slight gaps, but that's what we want because of the overcrowding. We need all your teeth to fit on the top. So what it's trying to do is it's just trying to expand, and then after it expands, the brackets that you're gonna put on top will kind of put them back together, so there will be no significant gaps. How do you think your speech is going to progress? I think by waking up and practicing in front of the mirror. I start with my ABCs in the morning. I do use a lot of speech during working at the studio. I have to talk to the clients. I need to be understood. Until I'm confident in my speech, I know I will have a lisp here and there, only because the positioning of the expanders, it's just bound to happen. But I think I progressed in 20 days from my last video and to now. I think it's been working, really staring in front of the mirror and saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and really enunciating every single thing. It will help with the progress. How long is it going to be until you can start eating normal food? In that sense, that's a really interesting question. When can we start eating normal food? I know there's a lot of restrictions that you can't eat, like corn in a cob, but that's because you're gonna break your brackets. Anything, you can eat anything except for sticky food, so something like caramel, gummies, something that could get stuck up there, because once you get something stuck up there, it's really hard to get it out. Just cutting things up into like little pieces and then putting it in your mouth instead of biting onto something will prevent any of your expander or your brackets from breaking off. So next question, can I take my expanders off? I know there's many different kind of expanders, but the ones that I have is acrylic with the metal separator. So it's actually cemented onto my upper, I don't even know the terminology, just like my molars, I guess. Don't quote me on that. I'm guessing they're molars. Next question. How do I take care of my expanders? I love this question because I'm so obsessed with cleaning it off because it's the only way I feel comfortable. Right after I eat, I make time to make sure I get all the food out, or else it's really uncomfortable. I think only people that have it on can truly understand. I can't eat and then just chill around and watch TV until like I clean it all off. So the first thing I use, and I travel with this as well in my bag, is this little pick. I don't know if you can see that. So basically it has this little bristle. It comes in, I think this is small space, and then it comes with extra small and like medium, and then it goes into large. So you can get this at any pharmacy or Walmart, anywhere. Another thing that you should invest in is a water pick. Amazing. So this particular one comes with a full size and a travel size. It honestly jets everything out of your teeth, including the brackets. And my favorite piece to put on top is this. It's the one with the little bristle on top. I love it because the pressure is so good in this one. It comes with many different heads. You can see that there. My favorite one is that one. If I can take it everywhere in my bag, I would, because it's just like the best thing ever. For all of this, it takes me 45 minutes. I've gotten it down to 30 minutes, but in the beginning it was so long because it was so sensitive, so I have to go really slow. I can show you a clip of how my bathroom sinks look like with all the stuff that I use in my mouth, and what I use to maintain the cleanliness. And also I want to add, the other day I ate curry chicken and it really like didn't stain my teeth because I cleaned it off right away. In the beginning I was really scared because I know some people who ate food that can stain their teeth. It turns like yellowish, but it did turn yellow for a little bit, and then as soon as I brushed it off, it came off. So that was good news. For everybody that has it on, just hang in there. Just think about the end result in the long run. We're gonna get through this together, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.